In a sun-dappled clearing within a vast ancient forest, a magnificent lion lay fast asleep. His golden mane shimmered in the warm light, and his powerful chest rose and fell with deep, peaceful breaths. He was truly the king of this domain, resting without a care, completely oblivious to the small world around him. Meanwhile, a tiny brown mouse scurried through the undergrowth, her whiskers twitching, searching for crumbs. She was so focused on her quest, darting quickly, that she wasn't watching where her little paws were leading her. In her haste, the mouse inadvertently scampered right over the tip of the lion's large, sensitive nose. The sudden tickle roused the mighty beast from his slumber, his eyes snapping open with an immediate, thunderous roar. The earth seemed to tremble as the lion's deep, guttural sound echoed through the quiet forest. With a swift, powerful movement, he brought one enormous, padded paw down, pinning the terrified mouse to the ground. The tiny creature was trapped, her heart pounding like a drum against her ribs, fear gripping her small body. She looked up at the lion's immense face, her voice trembling as she squeaked, "Oh, please, mighty king, forgive me." Tears welled in her tiny eyes as she pleaded, "It was an accident. I meant no disrespect to your majesty," she continued, her voice barely a whisper. "If you would only spare my life and let me go free today." Then, with a burst of courage, she added, "I promise I will find a way to repay your great kindness someday." The lion stared down at the minuscule mouse, a slow, rumbling laugh beginning deep in his throat. The very idea that such a tiny, insignificant creature could ever be of help to him, the powerful king, was utterly amusing. He let out a booming chuckle that shook the leaves on the trees, finding her earnest promise quite preposterous. Despite his amusement, there was something in her desperate plea that touched a chord within the lion's heart. With a gentle, almost playful flick of his massive paw, he lifted it, releasing the trembling mouse from her predicament. The mouse, barely believing her luck, scurried away as fast as her little legs could carry her, grateful for her unexpected freedom. The lion watched her disappear into the undergrowth, then settled back down, a faint smile playing on his lips, and resumed his nap. Days turned into weeks, and the incident was almost forgotten by the great lion as he roamed his territory. One afternoon, while patrolling a less traveled part of the forest, the lion suddenly felt a sharp tug. He had unwittingly stepped into a cleverly hidden trap, a strong, thick net laid by cunning hunters. The more he struggled, the tighter the ropes cinched around his powerful limbs, ensnaring him completely. He roared in frustration and fury, his mighty efforts to break free proving utterly useless against the sturdy netting. His roars of distress echoed through the forest, a desperate call for help that carried far and wide. Not far away, the little mouse was foraging for food when she heard the familiar booming sound. She recognized the lion's unique roar, now filled with an unmistakable note of fear and helplessness. Remembering his act of mercy, she immediately turned and scampered with all her might towards the source of the sound. She found the majestic lion, once so powerful, now struggling helplessly, caught fast in the tightly woven net. Without a moment's hesitation, the tiny mouse began to gnaw diligently at the thickest ropes with her sharp, incisor teeth. She worked tirelessly, her small jaws moving with incredible speed, chewing through strand after tough strand. Slowly but surely, the strong ropes began to fray and snap, one by one, under her persistent, determined efforts. Soon, Enough of the net was severed, creating an opening large enough for the lion to finally pull himself free. The lion emerged, bruised but free, looking down at the tiny mouse with profound gratitude, realizing that even the smallest friend can be the greatest help.